Hi everyone, my name is Yilin Wang and I'm a second year doctoral student from Boston College. Today I'm going to share my project titled with Stable Care Through Instability, Indicators for Resilient Childcare System Amid Housing Redevelopment Process at MEM Boston. So my project focuses on a neighborhood in South Boston, and for the privacy purpose, I will just call it MEM. So the MEM neighborhood is a public housing project, and now over 1,000 low-income families live in this neighborhood. And starting from June this year, this neighborhood is undergoing a 10-year phased redevelopment into a mixed-income community. That means many families need to stay here with the noise, construction going on, and some other families need to move out of the community for some years and then come back if they want. So my project really tried to focus on the families with young children during this process because they are kind of one of the most vulnerable populations going through these challenges. And one system I'm going to focus on is the early childhood education system. And for several reasons, like the first reason is definitely there are many families living in this neighborhood with young children. And also because the negative impact of housing instability and unstable home environment on the positive child development, especially for children at such a young age. And my project specifically focuses on the resilience of the early childhood education system because I'm curious about how resilient this system is, faced with those different kind of changes and instability. And my project focuses on three indicators. First, the number of available childcare spots, and second, number of available childcare spots that accept childcare subsidies, which is like a voucher for low-income parents that make sure they can access the childcare services at a very low price. And the third one, also the one I'm going to talk about, is the time traveling from home to childcare programs. So the geospatial data I'm going to use include three parts. The first part is family locations, which I will get the data from the housing redevelopment companies. And because my project want to track the changes in terms of the system, so I also need to get in touch with parents and keep in touch with them and know the location they move to. And the second one is the childcare programs location, which is public available on the Childcare Aware website. And the third one is to calculate the walking time based on the data of family locations and also childcare programs locations. And I choose the walking time instead of other like driving time or time of taking public transportation because I think the most accessible childcare programs will be the one that parents can walk to. So there might be some barriers when I try to access the data. For example, how to build a rapport with parents and let them trust me and keep in touch with me to make sure I can access the address where they move to. And also how to get the trust from the childcare providers and let me use their data to track the updates of their spots and also their locations. And finally, how to work with the housing redevelopment companies to really kind of make a change at the early childhood education system and let them really take the childcare access into consideration when they plan the housing redevelopment process. And there are several strategies I could use to work with these different populations. Like for example, with parents, I think it would be good to have some like family meetings or activities to increase their engagement, let them understand like what my project is and how my project might benefit them. For example, let them know like where's the access of the childcare is, even they move out of this neighborhood. And for the housing redevelopment company, I'm happy to present my project in their community-based meeting if they are open to, and also let them understand what my project is and how my project might contribute to the whole housing redevelopment process. And finally, I'd like to build a partnership with childcare providers. Also, again, let them understand what my project is about and how it can contribute to their current situation. For example, one important thing for childcare providers is to fill up their available spots, and I can be the bridge between them and the parents, even parents move around. So that's my project. Although I can make it in person, online to this meeting, I'm happy to hear if you have any feedback or suggestions. Thank you.